up against. I got this handled. You got a genetically enhanced giant carnivorous worm with tunneling abilities loose on your private island. This species should be left to die.
What exactly are we talking about?
Shriekers.
We have 48 hours to stop these things.
Let's go, Ram boy.
Burt Gummer is a freaking legend.
Let's go.
Count me in.
She's culling the weakest from the herd first.
Crap, that means I'm next.
Welcome to the party, Burt. Test to end here. This is it. Lead, follow, or get out of my way.
I'll lead.
That's not an option.
What's up, YouTube? Part-time gamer here, coming at you today with a review of what you ask. Well, today I'm gonna be talking about my initial thoughts and impressions of Tremors 7 Shrieker Island. So, a lot of people don't realize there's 7 Tremors movies. Basically, the franchise is 30 years old. The first one starred Kevin Bacon, Fred Ward, and Michael Gross. Second one had Fred Ward and Michael Gross, and then from 3 on up, Michael Gross has been a mainstay of the franchise. So, if you're wondering what Tremors is about, basically about giant underground worms called Graboids, basically terrorizing people. Pretty much every time you walk, it senses your vibration and it comes out to you. Then, later on in the sequels, like in 2, then you get the Shriekers. It's basically on-land Graboids, but the difference is they can sense body heat and they shriek right before they attack. And then in Tremors 3, they introduce the ass blasters, flying Graboids. Basically, they carry the Graboid eggs, as far as they can, lay them, and they repeat the cycle all over again. So, for the first time in nearly 20 years, the Shriekers are back. Me personally, I've always been a fan of the Shriekers. I do like the ass blasters, but it was just something about the Shriekers that I always loved. So, what is Tremors Shrieker Island about? Basically, this guy genetically alters and enhances 4 Graboids in some type of sick, twisted game where he invites a bunch of different people to hunt and kill the Graboids, but obviously that doesn't go as planned, obviously. So basically, it's up to Burt Gummer once again, who is now on an island in total isolation to save the day. My initial thoughts of the movie. Me personally, I really enjoyed this one. I felt like it was a step up from Tremors: A Cold Day in Hell. The film, besides Michael Gross, it stars John Heder, I think that's how you say it, and Jackie Cruz from The Orange is the New Black. And I feel like they did a really good job on how they shot this movie and everything. I feel like the actors were great, and although Tremors is a horror comedy, I felt like the comedy was kind of like toned down in this one, to give like a more grounded take, give the franchise a more grounded take and everything. So basically, I know I'm jumping all over here. So basically, in the title it says Shrieker Island. Basically, one of the Graboids is found dead at the very beginning of the movie, and where the Shriekers have broken out. And these Shriekers this time around, instead of just shrieking and running and charging you, they can control sound and use that to their advantage and everything, and and it was this one sequence in the middle of the movie which I thought was really amazing, which the Shriekers were, they made them look, I wouldn't say the design of the Shriekers are bad, but it's nothing like the OG design, if that makes sense. But overall, I really enjoyed the movie. Now, if you haven't seen the movie, I am going to give a spoiler warning because the ending of this movie really caught me off guard. Like, as a person that grew up with Tremors, so I mean, I wasn't around for the first two when they came out, but I was definitely around for 3, 4, the TV show, and 5, 6, and obviously 7. Michael Gross is the face of Tremors. So there's a scene at the end where they're trying to recreate the ending of the first movie with Val and Arrow, and basically Burt at the last second, because the Graboid, the Godzilla Graboid as I call her, because this bitch is huge, excuse my language, but she is like huge. She jumps out and it looks like she's about to swallow John Hader, but at the very last second Burt pushes him out of the way and is swallowed by the Graboid, and then they proceed, the remaining characters proceed to blow it to smithereens. I honestly thought it was going to be a total fake out or whatever, but it wasn't. And so that's what really stuck with me with this movie. Like, Tremors 3, where Burt was swallowed by the Graboid, was kind of like, tried to paint Burt out as he's this ultimate badass. But I knew watching Tremors: A Cold Day in Hell, they were hinting at his death, because the way they were setting it up in that movie, that Jamie Kennedy was going to take over, which he is not present in this movie. In fact, it's mentioned that he's in a Mexican jail for trying to smuggle some type of drug into Mexico or something like that. It's really weird. But we meet his mother, and we see her dynamic and her relationship with Burt. And although I feel like their relationship was kind of shoehorned, I can understand and see where they were trying to go with it, but that off the wall bonkers ending was just like, after watching it, it really made me, like, I'm not even gonna lie, I tear up, because Burt Gummer, to have if they do a Tremors 8, it's not going to be the same without Burt Gummer, if that makes sense, because Burt Gummer is Tremors. He's the face, I mean, they could do it with John Hader and Jamie Kennedy. I mean, I would be interested in seeing that, but again, there's nothing like, the great Michael Gross. So, my final thoughts and what I recommend this movie. Me personally, I love the movie. I mean, creatures could have been on screen for a little bit more, and I hate that they show people being dragged away a lot. But all in all, it is a low budget movie. So would I recommend it? Absolutely. I mean, if you're a fan of monster flicks or just cheesy B movies or whatever, then this might be your cup of tea. And if you're not, then, you might want to stay away from it. But me, personally, I really enjoyed the movie. The ending, again, was just like, it really sticks with you. Especially if you've been a fan ever since you were little or been there since the beginning. With that being said, this has been a a part-time gamer review. I hope to catch y'all on the next video. Until then, stay safe, be blessed, and peace.